In the heart of an ancient mountain range where jagged peaks claw at the clouds and rivers glow faintly under the moonlight, lies a cavern known only in whispers, a hidden sanctuary for the last remnants of a creature most believe extinct. It's said that deep inside this cavern, cradled by walls of black diamond and veiled in eternal shadow, rests a single fabled treasure, the dragon's egg. To those who hear the legend, it is more than just an object. It is a symbol of power unimaginable, of life untamed, and perhaps most of all, of questions unanswered. What would hatch from it? Could it still? And if it did, would this world, trembling in conflict and chaos, be prepared to meet the creature within? For centuries, the egg has been sought by kings and commoners alike, each captivated by the stories intertwined with its myth. They say the egg's scales shimmer under torchlight, shifting in color like a rainbow caught in a storm. Hollow grooves slither across its surface, tracing the marks of a creature long forgotten, while ancient runes, scratched into the stone in languages that no living scholar can translate, circle its base as if in warning. A soft warmth radiates from it, like the beating of a heart that refuses to surrender to time. But what most seekers fail to heed are the stories of the egg's protector. For where there is treasure, there is always a guardian. Some claim the egg is protected by magic older than time itself, a swirling force that binds all who approach in an unbreakable spell of paralysis. Others speak of fire, unliving flames that leap from the dark to consume armor and flesh alike. Yet the most credible of these warnings revolves around the sleeping worm. The legend tells of a dragon, its body colossal enough to bridge 2 tall mountains, its wings capable of summoning storms, that slumbers somewhere within the cavern for the sole purpose of ensuring the egg's safety. Only the worthy, the legends say, may pass unscorched. But worthiness is a dangerous concept. What does it mean to deserve the egg, to control the unfathomable potential within its shell? That very question is what led countless adventurers to ruin. Hundreds have sought it. None, at least none known, have returned. But there are rumors. Oh yes, there are always rumors. A merchant, his skin lined with years and stories, once spoke of a map etched into the buckle of an ancient king's sword, one that pointed directly to the mountains said to guard the egg. A group of fortune hunters raced north after hearing of it. That was 40 years ago. All that emerged were echoes carried on wind, whispers of shrieks and a roaring that could rip stone apart. Another tale speaks of an alchemist who believed the egg was not of this world. To them, it was not the beginning of a dragon, but the remnant of a star, a celestial object fallen from a distant corner of the galaxy. Their theory was as bold as it was unsettling. Whatever lay inside the egg was not beast, but being, a creature whose existence strayed beyond the boundaries of what humanity understood as life. The alchemist disappeared shortly after publishing their notes. Historians, however, often turn to the poems of the dawn fires. These verses describe not one dragon egg, but several, scattered across the globe in an ancient age when dragons rose and fell alongside empires. The poems tell of a vessel of immortality, a gift to dragons, ensuring their bloodlines never ended. To find one, then, is to become connected not just to a single creature, but to an entire history of power, wisdom, and destruction. Still, others argue that a dragon's egg is no gift. They are curses, a punishment handed sinisterly from one age unto the next. The hatching of the creature, they say, is not the return of glory, but the beginning of a calamity. A dragon does not thrive in a world of peaceful hearts. Where else could it soar but in skies choked by the smoke of burning cities? What would feed it if not the broken towers of human ambition? Whether the egg is divine blessing or apocalyptic omen, it is power made flesh, and that makes it irresistible. Even today, rumors of bounty hunters equipped with tools of supposed anti-dragon technology circulate in darkened guild halls and shadowy corners of taverns. These aren't the fumbling adventurers of old. These are mercenaries armed with far more cunning and arrogance. Yet, for all its legend and allure, no proof exists that the egg is even real, let alone hidden beneath some maze of stone and shadow. The cave that's supposed to house it? Unmarked on every map. The accounts? Fragmented and steeped in absurdity. And so the dragon's egg sits in a delicate limbo, a story just plausible enough to ignite dreams, but elusive enough to protect its secrets. And those secrets may be its greatest defense of all. Because if the egg does exist, how could it have survived all these centuries? What sustains it? What protects it when the worm is said to sleep? Or is it possible that the protector still roams the skies unseen, unnoticed, lost as myth within myth? But there is one final mystery, and one final question. If the egg belongs to the last of its kind, then what is time to it? Could it wait forever, unmoving, unfeeling, until the world is ready to face it? Or is something else ticking away beneath its shell, something ancient, something thrumming, something alive? What would happen then should it hatch? Would the world's remaining adventurers race forward to claim their prize, or flee, now understanding too late the true scale of the dragon's wrath? Would they stand to face the blade-sharp wings, the flame-heated breath, the force large enough to challenge entire armies? Or would they kneel, awed, trembling before the emergence of something ancient and unyielding, a beast whose very roar would reshape the earth beneath them? The dragon's egg, real, imagined? Perhaps the answer hardly matters, for it is here, in myth, that the egg does what dragons have long done best. It seizes the heart of every hopeful soul and reminds them why some mysteries are never meant to be solved. Perhaps some doors or eggs should remain unopened. And so the story waits, perhaps the dragon does too. The next move is yours.